And away we are. We gotta listen to the king and his spiel here, and then we'll see what the first 3 chests are gonna give us. Okay, king, that's enough. We've heard this before. And we get a key. And we get the fighter's ring. And the 3rd chest is the 2 keys. So this is going to be interesting now. Runners now have 2 keys, so we'll see how they decide to run this. Looks like Will put on the fighter's ring already, and it looks like he is going to be doing the glitch here. By going in and out of the throne room, he now has 6 chests open. So if he does decide to open this treasury, and he does get lucky on the pick, he could have himself a gold grind this early in the match. First chest is a torch. And his 2nd chest is another torch. And this should be the money chest, and it's another torch, but it's a dragon scale. And we have a bamboo pole. So we don't have a gold grind, but we got a couple of torches. Looks like the herb and a fighter's ring in there. So Will is going to reset out. And it looks like we might have Archfield do the same thing, but no, he is actually going to keep it, I believe. Because he equipped the fighter's ring, so no, he's going to reset as well, folks, so. Yeah, it looks like both runners are deciding that that throne room was a waste of a key. So they're not going to bother throwing it away. And Archfield will be the first to leave the castle, and it looks like we don't have any swamp. So it looks like he's going to test the waters here and what kind of enemies he's going to get. Looks like, oh, gets a slime off the start. That's a good start. With this much strength, should be no problem taking out slime for some experience. Looks like Will's going to do a bit of a safety save here before branching out. Ooh, and another slime for Archfield. So he has 2 experience point lead over Will Wagner. That's a game breaker, folks. And lots of blue slimes in the starting area. Question in chat, how much strength does the ring add? It gives you 2 attack power. Looks like Archfield's going to try to take down this ghost. And he gets it, and he's going to be the first to level 2. Let's see what he's going to get. He gets 8 hit points, 4 magic, not a strength or agility point. Oh, and heal more. Off the start. Oh, and a town right close. And it looks like we have Hawk's Nest. Looks like Archfield might actually take a stab at what's on the tile if he can get there. And he's going to show us what it is. No, he didn't have enough hit points to have survived. Womp. Looks like Will got sent back. So it looks like Archfield knows that town is there now. So it looks like Will's just going to be content to grind around the town a little. Might be able to get this ghost with 10 attack. We'll see if he gets some good rolls. Meanwhile, Archie with another slime, but Archie's going to head north to the town again. I don't know if he's just interested in checking out that tile or not. And it looks like Will is going to get his level 2 by defeating this slime. He'll get his heal more spell and his hit point boost and magic point boost. Oh, the scorpions are toasty tonight, boys. With that DL2 breath. Meanwhile, Will's gonna continue to grind here out front, be satisfied with getting a couple of levels. Ooh, Spark over Bridge. Is Will gonna check it out? Oh, Will is gonna check it out. Run is validated. Our tracker plus restreamer Spark over must be happy now. Oh, and they found a skeleton, so the enemies change in the upper north. So it might be a good idea. We have Archfield trying to take on a magician. They're going toe-to-toe, folks. 2-2. 2 for 2. At this rate, looks like Archfield's gonna win the fight. Oh, the magician doubles up with a 4. Spark over it. Honestly, doesn't matter. Someone wants to join in, yeah, but if not, I'm good solo. I've done a lot of these solo. Archfield 1 experience point away from level 3, and he gets a Drakey that should take it down. Shouldn't be an issue. And there it is. Gonna get level 3, and let's see what we have. Any empty eye levels here? Ooh, 10 power, 7 agility, 9 hit points, no magic. Another level for Empty Eye. And oh, there's a scorpion, but Will Wagner gets away. We know what the scorpions have. Looks like Will has found Hawksness. Looks like he's grinding in a little bit north, though, to get the tougher level enemies here. Ooh, Archfield comes across a cave. It's all dark, folks. Looks like we might have the Fighter's Cave, or the Mountain Cave, as it's called, from the looks of his movement. Yeah, there's the staircase. So this is the Mountain Cave he's in at the moment. I've been told I've been joined in the booth. I hope it's somebody I like, because if it's not, I'm leaving. Well, say hello, Hyro. Cold feet? Cat got your tongue? Mic on mute?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like this will be a great race tonight. Somebody is qualifying for the bracket.
Well, welcome aboard. Oh, Dracomas with baby breath. Looks like Archfield's going to grind in this little bit of a desert here. The enemies are a little bit tougher, but you do get better encounters on a desert, so it's a good play here to try to get to level 4. See if they can't get some kind of offensive spell to help them out.
Yeah, especially with the nearby town and the low MP that we have here, it gives them the ability to refill that one heal more without the death warp option, so...
No, it doesn't. That town is Hawksness.
Oh, no! Not the close to the castle Hawksness. Whatever shall we do?
You're not going to restore your MP, that's what you're going to do. Looks like the Dracomas is going to send Archfield home quickly.
Has anybody taken the crazy dive to check the spike tile in Hawksness tonight, Hangry?
Archfield tried, and he died on the swamp beforehand for not having enough hit points. Because he didn't have heal more at the time. But it looks like Will is intent to grind here and get his level 4. So let's see what we're going to get here. In level 4, we get 3 power, 2 agility, 5 hit, 4 magic. No empty eye level this time.
No, but still no spell, which is really going to be rough on these runners without a nearby town to get them some sort of weaponry. That's going to be rough at that low a strength total.
Yeah, well, they don't got enough magic points to make anything really viable yet anyway, so they might as well just continue to grind here for a while before they branch out. Hope to get a quick hurt more, or even a hurt or a sleep would help you out around here. Looks like Archfield's going to head south again. That's where he had found the mountain cave. Let's see if he has better luck getting through it this time. Meanwhile, Will is still grinding, so it looks like he's going to try for level 5 here. Looks like the skeleton doesn't like the fact that he's you're on his turf, so he's going to try to send you home.
Yeah, and that's definitely rough with only the 1 heal more. You almost can't afford to take the fight because and the skeleton takes a whack for 11 and knocks Archfield back to the castle.
Meanwhile, Will hit a Dracuma, spit a little fire in his face, and back to the castle for him. Looks like Archfield's going to pull off a bit of a safety save here.
Yeah, with just that 1 heal more, trying to dive anywhere right now is extremely rough. I really don't know if that skeleton fight is even worth attempting. I know the XP is phenomenal, but it's just too much damage to eat this early in the seed, especially with only the 22 agility.
He took the safety save. He's going to check to see what's here below the castle. Maybe he's going to hope for a free chest with a sword or a bunch of gold where he can buy more keys. If he doesn't find what he likes, I have a feeling he's going to reset out pretty quickly. Looks like we have the grave, maybe? From the looks of that walk.
That definitely looked like the grave, Hangry, and it looks like, well, first enemy's not too devastating, but there is a scorpion, and apparently it's had a flamethrower attached to its tail, because that was Dragon Lord 2 level breath. Woo! Yeah,
we saw that earlier. It wasn't pretty. Looks like this Axonite's got hurt more. That's not going to be pretty. So
Yeah.
now we have both caves, the grave and the mountain cave, relatively close to the castle. So that's a lot of chests and a lot of stuff you can ping off at one time.
That's assuming you can survive. There appear to be spicy amita balls everywhere.
Because if you can get through the mountain cave, even though there's no gold chest in the treasury, if there is a gold chest in the grave behind the castle, that's still going to count towards your gold grind. So you basically could get the mountain cave done, die, head into the grave, get everything out of there, do a gold grind, and get out.
You could also, with the position of the grave, open the treasury, take those 4 chests, then dive the grave, and anything after the first chest in the grave will be gold grindable. So we've got multiple options here for a way to unlock this gold grind.
Treasury is not worth even doing the waste of a key, because they only have 1 key, so they won't be able to do the treasury and then head down to the grave, because they need 2 keys. So, they can't do it that way just yet.
Yeah, but by the time they can survive the dives into either location with what we've seen there, they may have the gold to buy keys, so I'm not terribly concerned about that at this point.
Yeah, that's not the way. I wouldn't do it that way. I mean, they're going to have to grind to at least 6 or 7 to survive the dives anyway, so they might come up with a hurt more, and then all of a sudden, bam, everything just takes off. But Archfiend is approaching level 5, as is Will, so hopefully this will bring us some good cheer, some good fortune.
The desert tiles are not being real helpful. That had to be 25 steps for Archfield there between encounters. That was weird.
No, there's an RNG loop in this game. It's funny how it works, but you'll go so long without an encounter, and then you get 6 or 7 in a row. You can't make it happen when you want, but that's how it happens. It's almost like in Final Fantasy, if you could manipulate it, you could really make this game no encounters, right? Ooh, no spells on level 5.
And not much magic either. We are still sitting at 1 heal more. This is just brutal on the MP side of things today.
Yeah, strength and agility are a little low too. They're not getting very good gains for the first couple of levels here. So we'll have to see. It looks like Archfiend is going to try this dive again. But he's going. No, he's just going to go past. Maybe he'll find the town.
Yeah, this really has the feel of you're going to all of a sudden hit that one level where 3 of the stats are 15 plus all at once, and then it's going to unlock the entire seed all in one go.
Ooh, there goes a star across Will's screen. Yay. Look at that star go. Well, looks like they're both going to continue to grind here. Although Archfiend's branched out, he might try that cave again. He does have to 1 heal more. If he can even get to at least the top chest, it might have some good cash so we can buy more keys. So we'll see how he does on attempt number 3 here. If he can avoid that skeleton... Oh, this could be worse. Yeah, it's worse.
Yep, the fail to flee at 27 agility, not really a shock there, and sent right back to meet the king and go, whoops, I've died again.
Looks like Will is branching out. He's going to check below the castle now. He doesn't have enough for another key, but he's going to try anyway. He's an expensive key man, that guy.
Yep. For some reason, being locked behind another door makes him think his keys are almost as priceless as the keys locked behind the door in Cantlin. Apparently, inflation for the building of that door is just a real pain.
Just north of Hawkness, we're stopped by a big swamp and some green dragons, so doesn't look like going north is going to be an effective play anytime soon. Meanwhile, we got Will in the grave. He did make it to the 3 chests. Oh, and a metal slime. Let's see if he can take it down. This would be a big boost.
Oh, a
Attack
slime this
fail.
early would be multiple levels. This would be enormous.
Oh, they got sleep. Oh, sleep and run.
The sleep and flee with 2 damage done. That is like the ultimate troll move by that metal slime. But there's another key.
So he's going to use the torch. It looks like he was a little bit lost here. So let's see if he can make it to the bottom of the grave. The enemies don't look so bad so far. It's just ghosts and skeletons and stuff. So this is a pretty good zone. Uh-oh. Here comes the axe to the face. Or to hurt more to the face. Take your pick. Looks like he's resigned himself to taking the death here. Meanwhile, Archfield is done the same thing.
Yep. I don't know, Canuck. What do you think is worse? The metal slime with the slept and left move, or the metal slime with sleep and Dragon Lord 2 breath where it's slept and wrecked?
Well, I prefer slept and left because I'd rather not die, but it's just not as fun. Looks like Will is going to steal the treasures out of there again. The 2 torches, the herb, and I can't remember what else there was, but there wasn't much. I think it was a dragon scale, 2 torches, a herb. Looks like he might be grabbing a few dragon scales for some money.
Yep, grabbed the dragon scale, got it equipped, so he's got a couple extra points of defense power there, so that'll be a little bit of help to Will Wagner.
Yeah, that dive for Will really gave him the chance to buy some keys. So, see if he decides to go back into the grave. Nope, he's just gonna go. I think he's gonna continue his grind right now. It's okay, Spargo. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, looks like both players are back on the grind. Ooh, 1 step too far to the west or to the east and you get an accident. Oh, look at that magic point gain. 30-some.
Yep, there it is. We have just unlocked our ability to actually use heal more once in a while.
And they get healed to go with it. Well, that's useful, but not what you want to see. Oh well, looks like we're grinding to level 7 before we go anywhere. Well, see, it didn't start off that bad. They do know the locations of most of the chests they need. Plus, they do get a couple of levels under their belts, so... But I mean, with 36 MP now, you know, you could try to dive the mountain cave or the grave again and see what you come up with, but I'm not sure with that HP total, you can only really take 1 shot from an accident.
Yeah, especially with the knowledge that they have hurt more, because it's so likely that even if you do see them, that you're not even going to get a chance to run away at this agility, because you're so likely to get ambushed at this point. It's a brutal idea to dive right now.
Ooh, Scorpions have stop spell. On top of DL2 breath. It looks like that Scorpion has let ArchfieldMonk get away with it for now.
Wow, that's amazing. DL2 breath and it didn't use it at all. I wonder if it might be a low percentage chance of DL2 breath and our runners have just had a bad bit of luck in the early running here.
Could be 75 stop spell, 75 DL2 breath. But I'm betting it's more 25 stop.
From what I'm seeing from these Scorpions on Archfield's side, it very well may be a 50 or a 75% stop spell. That's a very prevalent move right there for them, it seems like.
Looks like Will is getting taken down by the Dracula again here. Meanwhile, Archfiend is approaching level 7. Let's see what this Scorpion decides to do. Is he going to push his luck again? Oh, he certainly is. Oh, the Scorpion's letting him off the hook. Yeah, maybe that DL2 bread is low percent and it just was a fluke a couple of times he decided to use it. I don't know where Archfiend's going now.
Oh yeah, 50% stop spell and only that 25% on DL2 fire behind it. So our runners just got really unlucky in the early game there to see it at that rate, and now it's just not going to show up anymore.
Oh, I'm sure it'll show up again. Meanwhile, Will is trying to take down this Warlock here. Looks like he may succeed. He's got heal mores to back himself up, so he can heal if he needs it, but it looks like he might get away without it. And he does take it down. So right now we're down to a bit of the grind again. So we know this is 50-25. So there's the 50%. I don't know why he's running from the Scorpion, and then he decides to, oh, there's 25% down the drain. Meanwhile, it looks like Will has found a nice little spot here with a Warlock. Doesn't seem to have anything dangerous, just attacking, so you can take that down. That's a good chunk of experience right there.
Yeah, that's 28 XP a fight, and basically he's getting every fight for just the 3 MP required for a heal spell at the end. So that's going to be very nice and efficient over there in those forest tiles.
Yeah, that's really gonna... Oh, it's dodging. He's gonna have to burn a heal more here for sure. No, he's gonna risk it. Oh, and he gets away 1 HP. Wow, folks, that's a gutsy move right there.
Meanwhile, the Durkimas are doing their fire-breathing best to drive ArchfieldMonk up a cliff.
Looks like it's working. Alright, our EXP is right on the tail here. But it looks like Z is taking the lead by 1 skeleton. I think Archfield's going after a Scorpion again. Does get the 50% stop spell this time, so should have no trouble taking down the Scorpion.
Yeah, with only a 12.5% chance of DL2 breath because the stop spell comes first as a defensive magic, that makes it very easy for Archfield to go ahead because he's very consistently 2-hitting those Scorpions. So it's not 100% safe, but it is pretty safe to go ahead and take that grind.
It looks like Will is going after the skeleton again. Looks like Will has found a better spot, as Lorgon's pointed out in chat. Even though it's not desert, he is getting more AP XP per fight, and here's level 7. And what do we have here? We have 2 strength, 2 agility, 5 HP, 3 magic. Still no offensive spells to work with here, so eventually these runners are gonna have to branch out and give something a shot here. Hopefully find, make a lucky dive. Maybe the sword's in the grave, maybe the sword's in Mountain Cave. That could completely turn this match around in no time.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Will found either Zone 1 or Zone 2 over there, and it has a significantly higher tier enemy set. We're up into the skeletons and the warlocks. About the only thing better he'd be likely to find would be the wolves, but they might be a little too high on the attack power scale for the runners right now. Little low on that agility score for those.
Yeah, I think now, though, you got magic, you got HP, you got heal more, you got heal. I mean, you gotta make a dive eventually. You gotta take a chance on something. And I wonder if Archfiend is gonna take the chance on the grave. Looks like that's the direction he's heading. I believe he's grinded for a bit, so we should have some money to pick up some keys. So that's going to be a good thing as well. So finding Rimdalar will not be such an important point in this game as it would be in most other games. Because now both our runners have 3 or 4 keys apiece, so looks like Archfiend is going to try to grave, and I can't blame him. Yep. Gotta try something eventually.
The only major thing for Rimdalar now is if something important happens to land in that one chest locked behind those 2 big doors in the inn. But we'll have to see what we find in the Grave and Mountain Cave first, because with both of them so nearby, we're going to get 10 chest checks out of the way pretty quickly here, I would think, once we get the levels we need for the dives.
I'm pretty sure they got the levels now. I mean, I know Archfiend didn't restock his supplies going in, but looks like he has found those 3 chests again, and there is money in them. So, let's see, he's going to take out this magician. Can't blame him, he's the enemy, easy experience, it's free. He's going to get his torch, he's going to get his magic key, and he's going to get his cashola. Well, let's see if he makes it to the bottom or not. Or will he even try? He might get out with the money. He might take the money and run.
Well, he took the money and tried to run, but that Axe Knight said no.
Yeah, the Axe Knight had other words for him. But now he could do this again. Now, see, the funny thing is, if he goes in there again, he can get to those 3 chests. He can do a gold grind right now. Because he's basically sitting on 6, there's 7, there's 8. Now, any chest he picks up from here on in is going to keep giving him the same thing over and over. So, if he gets back to that gold chest, he could possibly pull off a very early gold grind and hope he finds a good town.
Yeah, I don't know as I love that move, though, Hangry, because we haven't seen a town yet, so we don't even know what we're going to have nearby available, and we know the Axe Knights are guarding a significant portion of the map, plus that big swamp to the north, so until we have some knowledge that would make use of the gold grind, especially with it being so easy to set up and so close, I'm not 100% sure that it's worth the runner's effort at this point.
So you're going to fight me on every point, aren't you? We're going to have some good arguments before this game's over.
Gotta have some good divergent points, or else what's the point, right, Hangry?
Oh, I'm not against it. Let's put it that way.
Oh man, the mini Wombo combo from the Metal Slimes. They have sleep and they have regular dragon breath.
Like Archfiend has found a turb and more money here in the 2nd floor. So there's only 1 more chest left to check here in the mountain cave. And then there'll be the 2 left in the grave to check. And then we're pretty much having to branch off to find anything good because we haven't found any key items or the sword yet.
Yeah, we're going to be getting to pretty slim pickings for the overworld here. We've got the stones still to find, the harp still to find, and we are down to a very slim number of chests, really, with the checks we've already got. We've got Free Stuff Cave, the original Stones of Sunlight. You've got 3 chests in the back of Garenham.
Tablet Cave has 1.
Yeah, Tablet Cave. You're down to only 5, and then the chest in Rimmildar. So yeah, there's 6 chests left on the overworld, and we've got 2 key items that must be there. The token and the flute that can land there, and the sword, which is either in one of those 6 or in Sharlock. So I'm leaning towards this is going to be a sword in Sharlock Seed. So this could be very interesting for the early and mid game here.
We'll have to see. It looks like, oh, Metal Slime's putting you to sleep and running away. Slept and left. Looks like Will's continuing his grind. He's close to level 8 now, so he should be getting it shortly, and we'll have to see. See if he picks up Hurtmore or something in this big little find here. It could be good. Meanwhile, Archfiend is trying to get out of here with all this money here. See what happens. Looks like the Knight's probably not going to let him go. Yep.
Yeah, with less than 40 agility, it's brutal trying to get away from some of those mid and top tier enemies. It's not going to be great.
So I guess the only thing left now is there's 2 chests in the grave. There's the 3 in Garenham, there's the 1 in Rimlar, there's the 1 in Tablet. So we're getting to be down to pretty slim pickings here. I'm going to guess all 3 search spots are probably going to be in play.
I think that's got a fair chance of being true. I figure at least 2 of them will be. I figure the token is going to be somewhere on a search spot. The flute, where it can land in Sharlock, that one's a little dicier. But we'll have to see how that plays out. Our runners haven't gotten far enough out on the map now to even make that a possibility.
It seems that ArchfieldMonk at level 8, he did, and what a HP gain. 28 HP.
Yeah, Will is going to be thrilled to see that. That's going to make Heal More significantly more effective.
Looks like Will is gonna try to see about a gold grind here. Because he grabbed the 5 from the treasury, he did duck in to the throne room to grab 3 more. So that's 8. So the next chest he opens will be infinite. The Archfiend's gonna branch out here, see if he can't find something now, like a town. Because he does have a bit of money. I believe he has broadsword money at this point in time. So see, Will is gonna find a gold chest in here, which he does know is here. But I don't know if the metal slime is gonna allow this to happen.
And there's a Sharlock enemy we're not thrilled to see. That was the Wizard with Dragonlord 2 Breath for ArchfieldMonk. So one of the simpler Sharlock enemies is not going to be so simple today.
Okay, because to me, it sounds like Hyro is like cutting in and out and he's a robot, so I don't know if anybody else is hearing that as well. It's Discord being Discord, that figures. Ooh, it looks like north of Hawksness is Bupkis. So it looks like south is the way to go.
And there's the wolf, so we possibly have Zone 2 found up near the swamp there. So Zone 0 seems to be centered fairly well around the castle, and we may have Zone 1 and 2 fairly close by. So might be decent for Archfield there to stand there and grind, and it looks like that's what he's going to do.
Looks like Will has made it to the bottom of the grave here. Let's see if he can actually get to these chests before the metal scorpion gets him. But he does have lots of HP, lots of heal mores. So this shouldn't be too much of an issue unless he finds something he really can't run from. Like the black screen of doom.
Looks like Archfield's still having trouble with that wolf. The low defense power and the low strength is definitely telling here. He is not doing much damage to that wolf.
We had a herb in chest number 4 here in the grave, so there's only one more chest to go. And if we don't find a key item or a sword, this is it's going to be a little bit interesting for having 2 caves cleared.
Yeah, we are quickly whittling down the options for where our key items can be. My goodness, are we getting short-handed here.
Alright, what's this final chest in the grave gonna be? And it's a bamboo pole, which turns into, I'm gonna say, wings, maybe? Yeah, wings. So look at that. We have wings. I mean, both caves are an absolute dumpster fire at the moment.
Yeah, about the only thing of note is the Grave of Garanham had an available gold chest, so if they want to set up a gold grind for the back of Tantagel, that's their best option for anything at this point. Oof.
Oh, and there's the Axe Knight, playing devil's advocate, but Will does manage to get away. Meanwhile, Archfiend heading south finds a Wraith Knight. That's a little bit out of his pay grade at the present moment, but we'll have to see.
That is nice information for Will. We find out that Stone Man have a high percentage chance to cast the Hurt spell, it looks like. So they become significantly less dangerous than normal.
Yeah, especially when you get Stop Spell. Hit him with a Stop Spell and bam, that might actually be not a bad enemy to grind.
Yep, that has its possibilities if nothing else rolls polite. Our normal punching bag the Axe Knight we know is not terribly friendly. Pre-Erdrick's armor with the Hurtmore spell on tap, so definitely not going to be fun to do that.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to want to let you go too far either. Yeah, so we need to start finding some. We need to start finding some towns now. I think our towns are going to hold most of the answers for us at this point in time. Garanham, Rimdalar. Let's say those two towns are bound to have at least one key item, if not two.
Yep, our only other options at this point, I believe, are Tablet Cave and the Free Stuff Cave, previously known as the Stones of Sunlight Cave.
Yep, that's all we haven't seen. So, and like you said before, we know 2 key items have to be in chests. The flute and token could make 3 and 4 if it happens.
And I don't think we've even seen a cursed belt yet, have we, Hangry?
Nope, I haven't come across a cursed belt either, so that's going to tell us something else right there.
Wow, so that's actually 4 of those remaining 6 chests that are locked up, because we know 2 of them will have to be cursed belts or the flute and or token. So, wow, we are really whittling our options down in a hurry.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like that sword's going to end up in Charlock.
I think that has a very high likelihood at this point.
That and the flute, maybe. End up down there, we get a couple of cursed belts in the towns, we find the 2 key items in the towns, tokens on the search spot, Erdrick's armor's in Hawksness, and coal is a blink.
Well, if you find the cursed belts, the flute has to be on one of the search spots, because they have a paired relationship with one another. In this randomizer, the cursed belts, if they show up, are the chest placeholders for the fairy flute and the token. So if you find both cursed belts, you can't find the flute or the token in a chest. So most likely, I think, Hangry, we're probably going to find our cursed belts, and we're going to have a full set of search spots. So this could come down to who does the search spots and in what order.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get interesting when they finally can actually get out of this grind pattern and actually make some headway somewhere.
Yeah, these Axe Knights with this mid-30 agility are just being absolutely brutal to both runners. They are just banging their heads against the Axe Knight wall, and it doesn't seem to want to quit. I do like Archfield finally going back to finish out level 8 thinking something good's going to come, but doesn't seem to be allowing them to get that done quickly, and level 8 is not going to be what Archfield wants.
Well, it will be, because he's going to gain a lot of HP, remember. So that's actually going to give him more of a chance to branch out. Get through some of that swamp. Meanwhile, Will is in the mountain cave. He is going to attempt to clear this. Come across all the bad news. But he's going to find no key items or sword and move on. And there's level 8 for Archfiend. The big 27 HP gain.
And with Will's exploration attempts here, Archfield is closing the experience gap very quickly. We're back down to less than 40 experience of a gap. So this is very close so far.
Yeah, because Will actually caught up while Arch was doing his exploration, so they're just going to kind of switch places here now. But we'll see here. Will is in the bottom of the mountain cave now. He's going to pick up his herb and money. Then walk all the way to the last chest for some more money. Then we'll see what he decides to do from there. Meanwhile, we have Archfiend branching out. Looks like he's going south. With that new HP gain, he's not going to be as scared as these swamps as he would have been. But he probably should have refreshed his magic before he left the castle.
A town! He has found a town! Oh, and it is a huge one. We have Garenham. So we have 3 chests guaranteed and another staircase to another cave. This is going to be huge, Hangry.
Yeah, my stream cut out for some reason, so I'm just waiting till it pops back up. So let me know if you find anything good in the chests.
First thing we have is some gold, some fairy water, and the silver harp. So our stones of sunlight are going to be in one of 3 places. The Rimmildar Inn chest, the Stones of Sunlight chest, or Tablet Cave. So we are down to 3 chests for the hunt. Oh, and that's convenient. The silver harp is in Garenham, and the Staff of Rain Cave is in the back of Garenham. That is phenomenal placement for our cave locations today.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a boost. So now we do have 1 key item. Now we just got to find the other ones here. So he's taking a look at his items, see what he can sell.
Does have nearly 900 gold, and looks like with that gold chest being right here, he's going to go take it again, gets over 1500, and is headed to buy gear immediately.
Yeah, I like this play. Now he'll be able to, he's going to get a broadsword, so he's going to help him at the attack part of things now.
Yeah, the broadsword play here with that 1 gold chest right there is just so big, because we don't have hurt, we don't have hurt more, and with only 32 strength, the attack power was just severely lacking. That was almost a 45% jump in attack power. That's just huge.
So Will's finished his exploration of the mountain cave. He is back in Tantagel. He's probably going to pick up some more keys before he starts his exploration farther out.
And Archfield has a second town 3 steps away. Can he make it?
And we have Cantlin. Let's see if we're going to see some chords.
Well, that was magic armor, at least. I didn't catch the 1 item below the magic armor. Was that a small shield or a silver shield?
I don't believe it was silver. No silver short, no silver shield there either, so...
But we do have magic armor, the flame sword, and a large shield available in Cantlin, and that's without even checking the locked shop. So we definitely have some things to use some money on if we want to go back and gold grind.
Now, Archfield's going to check the locked shop, but he can buy some keys in here. They're the most expensive keys in the game, 98 gold apiece. And no silver shield in Cantlin or Garenham. And he's not checking the coordinates. Oh, another town.
I am shocked with Healmore and the available stuff there. I cannot believe he didn't check the coordinates there. With how few chests we have left, my goodness.
Well, he really doesn't have the keys either. He only has 1 key. So we'd have to waste the 1 key he has left to get the coordinates. So I can kind of see where you wouldn't. He knows where the towns are. They aren't a far jaunt from the castle. So it won't take him long to get back to where he was. And meanwhile, we have Will doing a gold grind. Smashy, he does have the death necklace.
He also
picked
up,
sure
I think, 4 wings or something earlier, Hangry, because...
Yeah, but the wings don't sell for much. Wings don't sell for much. Wings might sell for 30. Wings would be okay if you find Rimdalar. Then you can get keys with your wings.
Yeah, my point being though, he was at 60 gold, so if he could get 30 gold out of each wing, he could have got a second key and allowed himself to check the coordinates. That's all I was really pointing out.
Looks like Will is gonna grind a lot of gold here. He's gonna hope to find everything in one swift shot. We all know he's not gonna find a silver shield, but when he does find Garaham and those towns, he will be able to deck himself out with a flame sword and some magic armor.
Yeah, I don't think Will has seen a town yet, though. Has he, Hangry?
Hawksness, that's it. He hasn't branched out anywhere between Hawksness and the cave and the castle so far.
That's a huge risk, and you're running the risk of a lot of resets and setting yourself back a significant amount of time here.
Yeah, but we know these towns aren't very far away, so if he does make it, the payoff is going to be well worth the risk. But he's got to get away from this Magi Drakey first, or Droll Magi.
Yeah, he's just got to play. He's got to play everyone's favorite game of Dodge the Axe Knight this evening.
So now he's got lots of money. He's probably going to restock keys, or not. He might have restocked already. Ooh, what happened on Archfield sign? What did he waste his key on? I hear chat talking. I missed it. I was looking at Will's screen.
Did he actually burn the last key on the treasury?
Ooh, and look at this Rimdalar.
Well, that is convenient timing for Archfield. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty lucky here. And now let's see, Will's gonna branch out now. He's got heal mores, he's got money, he's got keys, he's got levels, so let's see if he can actually make it somewhere to spend some of this ill-gotten booty.
So the two questions of Rimmeldar: do we have a silver shield, and what's in the double block chest?
And we do have a silver shield. Ooh, a red dragon for Will, but he manages to get away and keeps all his cash.
Wow, 36 agility, and he succeeded in the run from the red D.
And there's one of our curse belts. So the token or the flute has been pushed out into a search spot. So now we know 2 search spots are in play for sure. We're just unsure about the third. And I don't think Garaham was that far from the castle, to be quite honest, from the looks of things.
Oh, and Will running out of magic. He needs to get over here and find these towns.
No, Will, you gotta go back. Go back, Will. The towns are just over here. He's heading for Rimdalar. Let's see if he can make it. Meanwhile, Archfiend, we've got a Stoneman who's blocking his way. The Stoneman liked the hurt spell, so looks like Will is gonna find a town. And he makes the Rimdalar, and he will be able to pick up a silver shield. He's got max keys, so he doesn't got to worry about keys, but he's gonna like when he looks in this armor shop. This gold grind is gonna pay off for him. That is a big 20-point defense boost.
Wow, and that Stoneman not cooperating for Archfield at all. That was 7, 8, 9 failed fleas. That was ridiculous. Even at the low agility.
Chainmail and Copper Sword, Will Wagner's exploration is going to get just a little bit easier for him. So once he comes across the other towns, when he goes back up, he will find his flame sword, his magic armor. He does have enough money for both. He is going to be sitting pretty. Oh, and there's the big C. And a little cave tucked away. Well, this has got to be Tablet, Jerk, or Free Chest Cave. Because really, that's all there is left.
And one of them is going to have in it our Stones of Sunlight, and the other one is either going to have the Cursed Belt or the Flute Token combo. So we are going to get a lot of information from what this one cave is.
That's the jerk, so we're getting no information.
Wow, we had a 2 out of 3 shot of getting a ton of information, and the jerk just went, nope, no information for you.
Now, Will is going the opposite way from those three towns, so we'll see if he finds anything else over here that might help him out, because Archfield's right on his tail. This is looking more like a mountain dead end than anything else. It's getting smaller. Uh-oh. Could lose some gold here. Gets away, and there's the dead end.
And this could be bad for Will.
No, I think he's actually going for the death abuse. Well, maybe not. He attacked. Maybe he figured he could do some damage, but with a copper sword and 44 attack power. Ooh, he's just going to return. Wants to save his gold.
Yep, I think that was definitely the play there as soon as he saw that dead end. He knows there's nothing left in that southwest corner down there, and he did not want to lose the rest of the gold from that grind.
Yeah, so now he's going to head the other way, and he is going to come across all these towns. So that'll be the next way he'll go, because he knows to the north there's absolutely nothing. Looks like he might be going for another safety save, just in case here.
I don't mind that with the shield pickup. He doesn't know how far he is away from the rest of those towns, and with the shield pickup and the gold remaining, especially with the lack of attack power that we're dealing with in this seed, I do kind of like this play. It's a little time consumed, but versus not being able to pick up the armor and the sword, I definitely don't mind it.
Oh, looks like he didn't go north yet. It was Archfield that went north and found nothing. So it looks like Will is going to head north now and hope he finds something, but we know there's nothing up here.
I actually would like to see Will, when he finds this dead end, turn around and check the Hawksness spot for information and then reset out of it if he can't beat it.
Well, you're not beating it now. Even if it's a Stolen Man, which we know only like to use Hurt, you're not going to have enough attack power to take it out.
Oh, right. Will only has the copper, not the broadsword. That's right.
Even with the broadsword, I wouldn't recommend it. Surprised Will is just not going to reset here. It'd be quicker for him to reset than to walk back. But he's going to walk back. Maybe he wants to check that Hawksness spot.
It would be good information for later to allow him to decide when he warps back to attempt that spot, since we're pretty sure it's going to hold something on it.
Oh, there's the reset. He's not going to waste his time with the Axe Knights. Can't say I blame him, because that Axe Knight probably wouldn't let him run away anyway.
Yeah, the Axe Knights in this seed are taking revenge for all the times that our runners have ground on them using the Hurt More spell throughout all the seeds of this tournament.
Well, don't worry, they'll get hurt more soon enough, and the Axe Knights will once again become the cannon fodder of the seed. Well, we're level 8, and the only spells we have are Heal and Heal More. So we're going to get a lot of spells in a couple of levels pretty quick, I'd say. Because you will have all your spells by level 16. You're guaranteed to have everything by 16.
Yep, 20% of the spells and 50% of the levels. We're going to get a glut of them somewhere.
Meanwhile, Archfield's come across level 9. Let's see what we have. Look at that, agility and magic. 28, 22, and some spells, and we get return. Not useful, but not what these runners are looking for at the present time.
Just eliminates the threat of the Walk of Shame at the end of the seed, I guess.
Meanwhile, Will's trying to take down this Droll Magi. As he's making his walk towards the towns, where we know there are towns, there's lots of towns. Alright, he's almost there, and there he sees a town, and he's all smiles now. He has found Garanham. I'm not sure if there was a magic armor and a flame sword here or not. Ooh, flame sword.
I believe there was flame sword and maybe full plate here. Yep, that's what it was. Magic armor was in Cantlin.
Well, looks like he's going for the full plate, so he's not going to worry about the magic armor. So he's pretty decked out now, so Will's looking good. He's about to get his harp and his staff of rain, because they're both in the same place. Yeah, the only difference between the full plate and the magic armor is the fact that the magic armor gives you back 1 hit point every 4 steps. Full plate does not.
The magic armor also has one other feature that's a little bit fun. It does offer protection from the hurt and hurt more spells. It reduces their damage. So with the Axe Knights that we know are extremely hurt more happy, it could be a little beneficial, but the difference is light enough that I don't foresee it being a major issue.
No, with the flame sword now, he's got a pretty good chance of taking out some of the enemies he's going to come across. I still don't think he can take out an Axe Knight. I still think that's higher than his pay grade, but we'll see. Hey, brah, if I didn't have to work tomorrow, buddy, I'd join you. Alright, looks like Will is heading south from that town. So he didn't see the other 2 towns right close by, but he'll get back there.
Thankfully, this looks like a very quick dead end, so I don't foresee him missing it for too terribly long here.
No, he's going to head back up right away. Kind of a Tetris-style Sparkover bridge down there. We'll call it the Sparkover Tetris Bridge.
Oh, wow. Will is making a play clear to the right here. Finds a cave.
It's got to be tablet. It's all that's left in the dark. Yep. Could be swamp, but I'm pretty sure it looked like tablet. Yeah, it's tablet. That's right, we haven't seen Swamp Cave yet, so there's still a possibility of a second continent here. Meanwhile, Archfiend is back into the grave. Oh, and it must have been a key or a herb. So it looks like the stones are going to be in their vanilla location.
It does appear that way, Hangry.
And it looks like that there are 2 of the 3 search spots will be used. So I'm going to bet that flute and that sword are sitting in Charlotte Castle right about now.
I think all 3 spots are going to be used. I think our other cursed belt's going to be with our sword, just to make it a little trollier and not give our runners all the information they'd really want to have.
Looks like Will's taking another roundabout path here past the cave, so he did miss those 2 towns back there. Ah, and Archfield is now going for the gold grind himself. Because he knows where all those towns are, and he knows where the goods are, so this is a good play on Archfield's side. But uh-oh, Will's run into an armored knight here. But he doesn't really care about his money anymore. But it looks like with 36 agility, you're not running away from an AK-47.
Fun police gonna fun police.
So I don't know if we can call these guys the fun police.
Well, when it takes you 5 minutes to either die or get away from them, I don't know what else you could call them.
Yeah, we can't take that away from the Red Dragons. It's all they have. Well, looks like Will is gonna bite the bullet on this one. That's like his 8th run fail in a row. Yeah, it was an RNG loop he was never getting away from. Looks like Archfiend has done his grinding. He's picked up over 34,000 gold, I believe.
And with it being on the top floor, that's a very quick walk right out into Tantagel and right onto your save. So that's very efficient right there.
Looks like Will is going to try to grind this spot again that he found earlier now that he's got the flame sword and the silver shield. Should be no problem grinding for level 9 here.
Yeah, he's only, 16 experience away from it, so he's really looking for just that one skeleton or warlock for a quick level here and see what he gets.
Question in chat by Q, why not just impale the tin can? Because that tin can would take all of about 1 damage from that flame sword and return it to you 100-fold. Now Will's gonna get the big Agi and big magic point boost here. Yeah, those armor knights are an endgame enemy. Unless you got Erdrick's sword and hurt more on Erdrick's armor, you can't even touch an AK.
Yeah, especially not with 33 strength at level 9. Our runners are just so short of attack power right now. It's just going to be rough regardless.
Yeah, if you would hurt more, attack power doesn't matter. You could take them out, but you need at least... You almost need Dragon Lord attack power to take out an armored knight. Especially if it happens to have heal more, then you can just forget about it. Because there's no way you're 2-shot in one.
Alright, there's Archfield beginning the shopping world tour. He stopped off at Rimeldar and picked up his silver shield.
Smash, you pointing out in chat, damage range is 4 to 9. I think AKs up close. They have upward of 100 HP, so... Yeah, you'd be there a while trying to kill one. Well, let's see if Will actually finds these 2 towns here. Because he's just passing by Call again. Not Call, sorry, Garenham. But he's going south again to that dead end. If he just goes a little bit east, he's going to find 2 more towns.
And there's Arch making the play for the flame sword. Will he turn back for Cantlin and the coordinates now?
Looks like Will's trying to take out this rogue scorpion here with the flame sword. Looks like he's going to be able to get him. Those rogue scorpions are tough, though. You still can't hit them very hard. Okay, go east, Will. Don't go north. There you go, buddy. He's like, swamp, nope. And there's the fun police folks with the sirens going. Oh, Will, you're going away from the towns.
No, he's not. He's to the west and north. There's the first of the 2. He's on the right track right now. He can see the lower half of the town right in the upper part of his screen. He's going to get there in just a second.
And Archfield is not, because this red dragon is playing devil's advocate.
Oh wow, Archfield got the flea. He got away. And he's fleeing for Cantlin at top speed.
Alright, looks like Will's going to give us our first look at some coordinates here. Gonna buy some fairy water. Doesn't have the repel spell yet, so that's a good buy at this point in time. Alright, is the old man gonna be a troll? Is this gonna be princess rescuing cords, or is this gonna be 50 north, 59 east? Now we know the castle. There's a way to go north, but you can't go east, so they're probably gonna need the princess for this.
Yeah, that feels a lot like the coordinates are going to be up in that section where Will just went on that travel through that monstrous swamp up towards the tablet cave. Oofta.
Yeah, and I'm betting the swamp cave is probably up there somewhere. But we do have another town to find here, right? That Archfiend has not seen yet as well. Archfiend getting his coordinates, but not enough magic power to make it out. So he took a death abuse. Well, let's see what Will does from here now.
Yeah, Archfield had himself fully kitted up, though. He'd got the magic armor, the flame sword, and the silver shield. So not a terrible death to take there.
This could be Breckenarian Call right here. Well,
we know one of them, I think, was Breckenary, because I think Archfield got to that one just barely before, or saw it before a red dragon took him out earlier.
Yeah, he didn't get to it, though. He was really close. Oh, thanks, Bri. I wish I could have a beer with you. And here's Cole. If this is the armor, this is going to be big for Will. Absolutely huge for Will. Ooh, it's a token, not bad. They still gotta find that regular Stones of Sunlight cave to get the stones.
So we have the coordinates, and we know the location of Hawksness, so the armor's going to be one of the two places. Which one you thinking, Hangry? Gonna be right there in Hawksness, and it's just teased our runners all game, or are we actually gonna need to go search out those nasty coordinates?
Well, I'm betting it's more than likely going to be the coordinates now. Because the one chest we know that's left is the Stones of Sunlight. We got the token. The Fairy Flute is probably going to be in a chest, because we already found a cursed belt. So, Hawksness is going to be empty, or the search spot's going to be empty. And the search spot can't be empty because you got coordinates. So the coordinates have to have the armor at this point. And Hawksness is a complete bust.
I'm going to say Hawksness has the armor, the coordinates are the Fairy Flute, and there's a cursed belt in Charlotte Castle. The game's just going to give us all of everything and drive our runners up a wall.
Well, I'd almost rather the flute be out here as well, to be honest with you. Because if you meet some golems heading down Sharlock, they could be trouble. And yes, the Gwalen positioning system is probably going to be a must. Because I don't think from the castle you can see any points of land to make the count. So, these runners try to make the count. But we haven't seen the Swamp Cave either, so... La-ti-da. We don't know where the princess is laying right now. And the experience isn't too bad, only 100 and some off, so... It's just still a pretty close race. It can go either way at this point in time. Looks like Archfiend has found Cole and that too, so he must have found his token as well on the search spot. Because I seen him leave the town.
Did he go into Cole?
Yeah, he went into Cole.
Okay. I was doing math on where they were at XP-wise, and I missed him walking into Cole then.
I caught him walking out of Cole. I didn't catch him walking in, I caught him walking out. So that's why I'm guessing it happens to be he did get his stuff. Ooh, could this be the 1K we're looking for? It's Swamp.
Well, based on the coordinates, I think that is one of the caves we were looking for.
It has to be Swamp, and it looks like Will is going right through. He's not going to stop for the coordinates. Is this going to lead us to a second continent that all it's going to have happens to be the Stones of Sunlight Cave?
Yeah, I think this is probably the Stones Cave over here somewhere. And this looks like it's on the north edge of the world, potentially, so we may actually have to come over here for the search spot, potentially. Because that definitely has the look of the north edge of the world right there.
Yeah, I still think Will should have checked that search spot. I mean, there might be not much you can take on it, but... yeah, this Red Dragon's really giving him the business.
Ah, there we go. There's the token pickup for Archfield. I couldn't believe I'd missed it earlier.
Oh, he was in the town, because I seen him come out of the town. Maybe he didn't bother searching the spot right away. Find that weird. Meanwhile, Will checking out the second continent, not coming across anything yet.
Oh, I think we're getting a Hawksness play from Archfield.
I like it, but I can't see what he thinks he can take here. No sleep. Unless he's going to go toe-to-toe, hoping it's a Stone Man, hoping the Stone Man all he does is hurt.
I mean, he's got 9 heal mores and nearly 90 HP, so as long as it's something that's just attack happy, like a Blue Dragon, for instance, he can play it like a Dragon Lord fight and probably win it. But that's about the only way he's going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, it's going to be decent to see what it is here. Ooh, and it's an Axe Knight, and we know, I think he's probably going to be able to pull this off.
Yep,
and here's our grind spot, right next to the castle. Oh, baby, baby, baby.
Yeah, and I especially like this because the magic armor pickup reduces the damage from that hurt more that we know that Axe Knight has. And there we have our vanilla Stones of Sunlight on Will's side. So we do have our token, our Staff of Rain, and our Stones of Sunlight. We can now go talk to the jerk!
I'm going to have to turn you down a little bit.
Oh goodness, the Axe Knights have heal in addition to hurt more. Oh my god.
Yeah, that could cause a bit of an issue here at the moment.
Yeah, I may have to revise my earlier statement. Archfield may not be able to take this Axe Knight at this point. I don't think he can outdamage the heal unless he gets lucky with a critical hit. I think that's Archfield's only chance here.
Yeah, because once the Axe Knight's hit points get low, he's going to heal, and you just can't outdamage it right now.
Yeah, this definitely looks like it's a 75% heal.
Looks like Will's going on the same path, and is going to probably come up with the same experience. Well, it's not the fact that the heal is 75%, it's just the fact that when his hit points get so low, he did. Oh, there it is! The excellent move! Oh, and there's the flute. Well, I knew the armor was on the coordinates. So it looks like there is a curse belt down in the treasury. See if Will gets just as lucky. This could be the advantage Archfiend means. But he still has to find those Stones of Sunlight. Question in chat, is the flute needed? The flute is never needed. But I mean, if you come across golems and you've got low agility, golems are kind of hard to run from, and if they have anything dangerous, they punch like Mike Tyson on steroids. So the flute's the only thing that might save you by putting them to sleep. Looks like Will gets his level 10. Looks like he's going to do a grind here in Hawksness. Oh, but the werewolf takes him down.
Yeah, Smashy pointing out that the golems have the mighty righty. They also have the lethal lefty.
But Archfiend now knows that he's got a great grind spot when he gets hurt more. Looks like Will's gonna go back in. Maybe he'll check the search spot this time. Yeah, the strength is pretty much lacking here. 37 strength at level 10? Yeah, it's not a good sign. Getting flashbacks to my seed. I think we had 37 strength at level 17.
Yeah, this could be one of those very brutal ones where all the strength ended up real high up and we end up having to death necklace just to get done by level 20.
Yeah, I don't know. The hit points are pretty good, so I have a feeling that we might be in death necklace territory before we're in attack range territory in this one.
Yeah, this one is starting to have that feel, definitely, Hangry.
And here we go. Will's going to check the search bot as well. He's going to be happy to see the Axe Knight. He's going to be very unhappy to see the Healmore. And he doesn't have Hurtmore protection either, because he does not have the magic armor.
Yeah, this is going to be a significantly more dangerous fight for Will than it was for Archfield, just because of the extra damage from those Hurtmores.
Yeah, and we both know he's going to need the excellent move to pull this off.
100%.
Unless the Axe Knight feels like being generous and not casting heal anytime soon. Looks like Archfiend is doing some more exploration around these towns here. Oh, it's looking good, unless the Axe Knight casts heal here. I don't know, he might have him. If he gets a good shot. He's definitely got a chance now. Yeah, you gotta go on 47. I feel like this is a Dragonlord fight for some reason. He
wow, he got away with it.
Spell. He never saw the heal. Disappointed to see the flute, but he never saw the heal. But now both of our runners know their grind spot is already chosen. Hawksness, that close to the castle, doesn't get any better than this.
Well, as long as we find Hurtmore sometime before, level 16, which seems questionable at this point. I would like to see what percentage the heal spell was, because Archfield had such terrible luck with it. The Axe Knight appeared to cast it every round, and Will just walked through it like it wasn't there.
But I'm not sure if the heal spells work like that. I think the heal spells are based on their HP.
Okay, their HP unlocks when they will cast it. I think it still has a percentage chance to cast on top of that.
Yeah, so it must have been 25, and he just got unlucky. But he's going to do his little grind here in Hawksness. Spark over, yes, Will did get the flute. So you can light up that pretty little flute. Or recorder, as we used to call it in school.
I think I've still got one of those things lying around somewhere. A little white thing with about 6 finger holes in it.
Yeah, something that they taught you how to play, and I don't think I've ever seen another one in my life. But then again, when I was in music class, the teacher said, yeah, you never have a singing voice, so you might as well give up. So I was like, yeah, it's good enough for me.
Wow, look at that. It was 25% heal, and Archfield saw it at like 5 or 6 times. That is brutal luck.
RNG giveth and RNG taketh away. I like this little grind here by Will, though. He's close to the castle. He's got some good enemies he can take. He's defense breaking all these enemies now with that defensive power. Looks like Archfiend is doing the tablet in the dark here.
Yeah, tablet in the dark. Oh boy.
It's almost like that fishing in the dark song, but you could just replace it with tablet. There's level 11. And still no spells, so the bulk of these spells are coming within 5 levels. I have a feeling you're going to get 4 or 5 spells on one of these levels.
Yeah, we almost have to at this point.
Donkulous. Chaos Lord, it's mostly taketh in everybody's experience.
But Will, with that level 11, has some more HP and MP to play with, and has to decide whether he continues to grind or heads looking for the last of his heads and finds the jerk, goes to the jerk and turns that in, or what he wants to do. Looks like this is just a straight grind here. Nope. Turns around, maybe going for the Gwalen positioning system.
Yeah, he doesn't know where that swamp cave is. And he does know the armor is there right now. Wow, 4 seconds? Whew, that's close, folks. I don't know if that's considered a tie or overtime. Meanwhile, Archfiend is out of the cave and runs into an AK. Who promptly takes that axe and shoves it directly in his forehead. Alright, let's see if Will sees the heal more on the axe knight this time he's trying to take down. Hasn't seen heal yet. Some hurt more's going on. No, he gets another axe knight and no heal spell seen. And there's your reason for the fairy flute. Oh, she's gonna try to take down this golem. I kinda like this play, it's risky. It's good experience. But if the golem can stay asleep long enough, you could probably pull this off.
Yeah, the big problem is the wake-up swing for 30 or 40 damage at a time, and there's another one for 36, so it gets dangerous here if the golem doesn't cooperate.
Well, you know he's gonna go to sleep, so you know you got time to cast Heal More. So it's just a matter, is he gonna wake up on the first, or are you gonna get, oh, he's gonna attack and take the chance? This is some guts.
He attacked twice and took the chance! He had to think he was closer to killing that golem than he was.
He had to. That's the only reason. But the 255 is nice. Oh, and there's another one. He's not going to take his chances with the second one, though.
Alright, Archfield back into Swamp. Are we going to have the play for the spike tile?
You almost have to at this point. Although he needs to find the stones. So he might go right through and get to the second continent as well.
He's already been onto the second continent. This is his trip back through Swamp.
Did he find the stones?
I don't think so. I think he missed it.
Ooh, that could be bad. But another Axe Knight on the trap tile.
Wow, so we have a trap tile in Hawksness right beside right beside Tantagel Castle, and we have an Axe Knight in the Swamp Cave. So the Axe Knights just abound today.
Yeah, that's like, take your pick where you want to grind now. Let's see if Archfield gets lucky this time and doesn't happen to see the heal.
Chaos Lord asking if we know what the Fun Police have. So far as what we've seen, Chaos, is they just have their normal resistance to running away.
Looks like Arch is getting no luck with these Axe Knights casting heal.
Yeah,
he might have him this time, though. I think he's got him now.
I think Archfield would be shocked to know that they are only a 25% chance to heal. Absolutely shocked.
But he's going to be the first one to get us some Gwalen positioning system. But he's got no outside, but he does have return, so if he can just make it outside the cave, he can get back to the castle quickly. Meanwhile, it looks like that's what's on Will's mind as well. Hit the swamp cave, get the princess, get your positioning system, get your armor, and then it's just grind and go mode for you. But the problem here now is Archfiend going to go back to that second continent to look for those stones that he missed.
Well, there is still the possibility that the second continent is actually where the search spot is located. I'm not really sure if it's up here where the tablet cave ended up, or if it's actually on the other continent. I'm just not sure yet. This map is fairly
find out soon
wonky.
enough. If you can get past this Stone Man, I guess. You know, if Stone Men are going to cast hurt that much, you might as well just take them out as you go. It's almost like free experience.
Yeah, with only 69 attack power, though, you have almost the same problem with them you have with all the other endgame enemies. All you're doing is tickling them, and they have a ludicrous amount of HP.
Oh, looks like Will's coming across the swamp cave as well. So he's about to get his princess. Alright, did someone get level 12? Oh, Will's about to get it. With the kill of this knight. He is defense breaking most enemies at this weight class now, so he's should be easy enough to kill. And let's see, what are we going to get at 12? 4 power, 2 agility, 9 hit, 11 magic, and 1 spell. Repel. So the spells haven't been very good to the runners at this point in time. Although Repel is going to help at this point in time, get rid of the smaller enemies out of your way.
Yeah, but so close to grind and go and having such a great grind tile in Hawksness, I'm not sure it's going to help a whole lot at this point, other than the search for the armor, which it appears Archfield is right off into the world to start doing. He is headed straight over towards the cluster of towns, and I'll bet we'll start using that Gwalen positioning system to find the search spot.
Yeah, it's definitely the next thing you really have to do. The strength is coming. Just not in this seed, but it is coming.
Oh, it'll show up if you're willing to grind to, level 20. And wow, that is multiple dodges by that troll Magi for Archfield. I don't know what he did to make the RNG gods. Oh, never mind. There they repay him with the Kaishin no Ichigeki.
Looks like Willis still has not seen a heal out of these Axe Knights yet. Healing on 40. Oh, and there, now he sees the heal. That could change his mind on grinding these things without having stop spell or hurt more.
Just the one heal, though. Will burns right through it and is out of the swamp cave with Gwalen in hand.
It looks like Archfiend is nearing the coordinates now. I haven't seen him use the GPS yet, so I don't know how close he is. Oh, and there's a metal slime for Archfiend. So let's see what Will's next move is going to be. Is it going to be to run the coordinates?
Yeah, I think with the Axe Knight having hurt more and the runners not having it yet, I think the coordinates is about the only play our runners have at this point.
Well, Will could go to the jerk. But we do know that old jerk is on the other side. So that would probably be the last place he'll go. That's more towards the big C anyway. So you can do that all at once if you really want.
Yeah.
Get the drop then dive for the sword. Although right now, even with the sword, you don't stand much of a chance of killing anything.
Yeah, with the flame swords already in hand, the sword's only going to add another 12 attack power, so it would help, but not as much as you might expect.
Hey, any little bit helps. You get the sword, and you get a level with like 20 strength, you're right back in the game.
We have the AK-47 doing his job and preventing anyone from running away.
Yeah, 71 agility, you're pretty much less a coin flip to get away.
Yeah, Koost, we actually know with 100% certainty that the armor is on the search spot because the token landed in the town of Cole, and we know for a fact that the flute was on the Hawksnest spot, so the only option for the armor is that search location on the overworld.
Yeah, it has to be, because in the vanilla game, there's 3 search spots. They have the flute, the token, and the armor, so... The only thing we haven't seen is the search spot, and I think Archfiend might be getting close to where he has to be. Yeah, some of these counts are really bad. Now, Will was up this way earlier, but he died and didn't find anything. Yes, Cyberventure, the coordinates are 50 north, 59 east, but when you use Gwaelin's Love, you actually have to read it backwards. So what you're looking for is 50 south, 59 west. Because she gives you the coordinates to the castle. You need them from the castle. So that's where people kind of get tossed up when they try to find the coordinates, because I know it's happened to me a time or two.
Yeah, Gwaelin tends to be slightly self-absorbed, so her concern is where she is in relation to you, not where you are in relation to her.
Which is what I just said. But I don't know. Are these coordinates going to be in the swamp? Could this actually be like vanilla? But what Archfiend is always going to... I don't know what Archfiend is doing unless he knows that he doesn't have enough coordinates east or north.
This almost feels like you have to go back through swamp.
Yeah, you might be on the second continent. You might be right about that.
And that could be very helpful for Archfield, because we know that we need to find those stones of sunlight for Archfield yet, and we do not have them.
Yeah, so if the coordinates are near that cave, this could save Archfield's match right now. Oh, and we have another raid from Randomania. Welcome aboard, fellas.
Sounds like you had a really close match over there on Randomania 1. Welcome to Randomania 2 and yet another episode of Dragon Warrior Randomizer. We have a very good race here. Both our runners are up to level 12 and have full knowledge of where the last of their gear is, except for Archfield looking for Stones of Sunlight. So we could have a very close set of Sharlock dives too, as well here. So we'll have to see where we get.
Yeah, it looks like Will is going up towards where Arch went, but I think he might be getting the bad news as well, that he is going to have to make a visit to the Swamp Cave. Which it looks like that's what Archfiend is doing now. So Archfield should maybe come across. Here we go with Gwaelin's Love. 19 south, 62 to the west. Oh yeah, you've got a ways to... Oh no.
Yep, that is
that's
way too far
continent.
South. It's gotta be second continent.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Now this could bring Archfield to his stones, but we'll see. Because if the search spot takes him away, so we're gonna have to see. Yeah, the strength has been bad to see as up to now. But there was a gold grind available. Both our runners did take advantage. The seeds started out quick. They were level 7 or 8, relatively quick, maybe 15-20 minutes in. The mountain cave and the grave were like, the grave was the bottom of Tantagel Castle, and the mountain cave was 20 steps south of the castle. So they had a bunch of chest checks right quick. They got 2 keys in the first throne room, so they were able to do a little bit more exploration. So the seed opened up pretty quickly, but right now the strength is just dragging it down like a dead weight.
And we do know for a fact that all chests pre-Sharlock have been opened, so we do have an Erdrick sword in Sharlock. So later on we will get to play the is it vanilla or is it in the $25,000 pyramid?
Look at that, 1 step from the cave entrance. But now, was that the Stones of Sunlight cave? Or was that the Swamp Cave entrance?
That was Swamp Cave, so the armor was literally 1 step west and 1 step north of Swamp.
Wow. But it looks like Archfiend is going to explore this continent, so he may come across the stones. So right now, not Will, and Archfiend isn't quite, so we don't have a grind and go mode yet. But both our runners do know of excellent grind spots.
Alright, here's another level. Wow. No spells at that level, so we are going to get the spell dump of all time in the next couple of levels, because we are still missing 6 spells, and there are only 3 levels left. Oh my.
This ain't surprising. Alright, he's going to use the Gwaelin's Love, figure out the armor is like 2 steps away from him. Bingo!
So
and it looks like Archfield will find his stones, because he is making the exploration of the second continent,
So that is Will Wagner in grind and go mode at 1 hour and 37 minutes. With this low strength and no hurt more, these runners are doing a very good job of getting their levels up as they have traversed this map, because this has been just brutal.
Yeah, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been bad, I've seen worse. But it has not been a great start, and there's been no advantage for anybody. But now it's to find out where to grind, because they both know where the Jerk Cave is. Looks like Will is going to go to Hawksness. He's going to live on these Axenites for a while. But with this strength, it's still going to be a slow grind. It's not going to be fast.
Yeah, but the Erdrick's armor, oh no. Archfield takes a death to the Fun Police probably 10 steps from seeing the Stones of Sunlight cave. Wow.
Did he actually see the cave?
No, it was just off screen to his right, maybe another 10 to 15 steps, I believe.
Is he gonna go back? I would almost think he'd have to.
Yeah, I think Archfield knows that this first continent is fairly well mapped, so I think he's got a feel that it's over there, but we'll have to see.
Alright, we got Will now in grind mode. Archfiend just finding his, gonna find his sword, his stone soon. Put him in grind and go mode, so. Looks like all the fast action's over. The next thing will be who's gonna slap the Dragon Lord first. Q, if there was a Mazmoon in this game, it would one-shot the Dragon Lord, buddy. Alright, Archfiend restocking his key supply. For no apparent reason, but I don't believe he needs keys anymore.
Hey, Hangry, if you're using a Mosmune, I'll just take a level 42 black belt, thanks.
Yeah, black belt. Nice and cheap way to do things. But the Mazmoon can be used by anybody. The Mazmoon can outpace a black belt with a black mage at the right level. Yes, Brian Williams, Will's probably gonna do his grind till he's ready. He knows where the Jerk Cave is, so he can pick up his Rainbow Drop. The Jerk Cave is like, maybe a 20-second walk from Sherlock. So, yeah, they found the Jerk Cave. It's just a little bit of southwest. It's not very hard to find, so... Looks like Will's gonna be stuck in his grind pattern for a while, unless he manages to get Hurtmore at 14. Getting Hurtmore will speed up the grind immensely.
Yeah, unless we see a massive strength gain, we're going to be in this grind for quite a while, it looks like.
Yeah, you'd need at least, I'm going to say at least a strength gain of 20 to be anywhere near maybe 2-shotting Axe Knights. Even then, I doubt that would be possible. No, I think the seed's only going to go level 16, probably. 16 or 17, because the hit points are looking good. But runners have the Death Necklace, so this might be a Death Necklace seed after all. Up to NG, you'd consider a sword. I think I'd do my grind and just get the sword before I'm ready to beat the Dragon Lord.
Yeah. Noob Tree asking the XP values we're going to have to get to. The next couple of levels are at 5625, 7500, and 9750. So we have about 700 XP to go for our next level. So we're looking at 650, probably 6 Axe Knights.
Yeah, let's see the Dragon Lord pull out a nuclear. Oh, looks like the Stonemen are punching here. Now, I'm not sure, did Archfiend head back to that second continent? I didn't rightly see where he went.
He went down towards Sherlock and found a couple of those dead ends that Will found very early in the seed. I think he may be making his way back that direction now.
Chaos Lord. Wondering if throwing Death Necklace on early, it would speed things up, but if you don't quite get the hit point boost, say he puts it on now, he's going to lose 25% of his hit points. And if he does that, and then you don't get very many more hit points, and you get a big strength gain all of a sudden, it could be dicey.
I also have a little bit of an issue with the early Death Necklace play in this one, Hangry, because with Hawksness so close to the castle, you can either Death Warp back and immediately refill, or go back to George the Magic Man in Tantagel and have all your magic back. And with the Death Necklace on, you don't have that option. So it really cuts your ability to refill on the quick and get back to the grind by a lot.
Looks like Will just returned. He's gonna fill up his magic points and head back. That's also another option to use. Since it's only maybe a 5-second walk back to Hawksness, so...
Yeah, it can't be more than 20 steps back to Hawksness. It's very short.
Yeah, it was very close. Meanwhile, Archfiend back at the castle. He hasn't gone back to that second continent yet. So I wonder if he's been checking all the little corners of the world for those stones, so... It's going to be interesting to see when he decides to go back. And if he does decide, will it be too little too late?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. I don't know as Archfield has checked the bottom 2 chests in Grave.
Ooh, maybe he hasn't, actually.
I know they were trying to conserve the extra keys while they were in the early game to find some more stuff, but I don't know as Archfield ever survived down here. And that looks like exactly what he's doing. He's beelining for that door and diving in here. So he must not have this information that we know that these are 2 useless chests.
Alright, we are a few axe knights away from levels 14.
This race knight should do it, I believe, by just a couple of XP points.
And let's see if we get hurt more or some big gains. Well, there's no gain, but we did get us some hurt more.
Lorgon with the call. Hurt more at 14, and away this grind goes. Will Wagner will have a much better time here.
Yeah, this is going to give Will such an advantage. So, I mean, he's going to go from level 14 to 16 in no time at all. But that strength, man, look at that. 48. That is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, with 124 HP, this is feeling like an absolutely guaranteed Death Necklace seed. Now it just depends on when do you have enough attack power to even make the Death Necklace useful against the Dragon Lord. My goodness.
I like what Will did there. He took the swing first before using the hurt more. So he knows the Axe Knight won't heal and he doesn't have to waste a hurt more. He didn't do it this time.
Yeah, where he hasn't seen the Axe Knight do the heal very often, he may think that it's low percentage, which we know it is at 25%. And the Hurtmore does have about a 60% chance to one-shot the Axe Knight anyway. So I'm not sure which way actually works out better with this one. This one's really close.
Yeah, he's the only thing they're missing is strength. Everything else is good. So we need a big strength gain. Ooh, no effect on the hurt more. Question in chat. Yes, the sword will be in Sherlock. Just will it be in the treasury or will it be in the vanilla location? We do not know.
Wow, Archfield taking a risk on a blue dragon and gets sent back to Tantagel Castle. Archfield just not having good luck with this seed today. It's been very brutal to him most of the way through.
Alright, let's see if Archfiend decides to go back to the second continent. I'm pretty sure he will at this point.
Yeah, I think with some of the dead ends he saw that he's pretty much eliminated this first continent as an option here. So, while Archfield is headed back for Swamp Cave and Will is doing this grind, let's do the math here. Attack power is 78. We know that Erdrick's Sword is in Sherlock, which will give us another 12 attack power over the Flame Sword, so that's 90. We know that the Death Necklace would give us another 10, so that would be 100. With
You still can't do it.
12 heal mores, we're going to need to average somewhere in that 10 to 11 range. So we're probably still 25 strength short of having any chance at all, unless we have a major MP gain somewhere. So we're looking for probably 20 strength, at least. My goodness, this is a brutal strength seed.
Well, for one, if your AP isn't over 100, you ain't hitting the Dragon Lord. You can just forget that. It'd be like taking a beehive with a stick. You're gonna get stung.
Yeah. Yep, because the Dragon Lord, the calculation is that you start off with your attack power, you subtract 100, you divide it by 2 to get your max, and then divide it again by 2 to get your min. So if we got to 125, say, with another 25 worth of strength gain and all the gear on, we'd be looking at a range of 6 to 12, which would be an average of, let's see, 9.5? No.
No, you're right. 9. It'd be 9 right on.
Yeah, it'd be 9 right on. So you'd be looking at needing, goodness gracious, probably 15 swings, maybe 16. So not likely to win at this point, but there is power
15.
by 9. Power by 9.
One step closer. It's a small step, but it's one step closer.
Yeah, the power by 9 is one step, but I think the other step is with 92 agility now, it makes us significantly more likely to be able to run from everything as we dive Sharlock. So that's going to give us a lot of safety on our way down.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that too much. I've seen people with 100 agility get wrecked by the roaming AKs.
Ah, you are in the high spirits agility is a lie camp, huh?
It pretty much is.
Well, beyond that, Will is up to 96 defense power, so he is defense breaking several of the Sharlock enemies as well, and with just a couple of more defense points, he will be defense breaking a significant number of the enemies.
Yeah, I think if I was Will now, I think what I'd do is I'd head for the jerk cave, and I'd maybe dive Sharlock for the sword. Because it would speed this grind up on your off tiles, we'll say.
Yeah, with hurt more, geez, that's just such a close call. We'll have to see what Will does. I could make a case for either option here with ease, so we'll have to see what they do. And Archfield looks like he is headed directly for Rainbow Drop Cave. It looks like we're going to have a quick turn-in of that here for Archfield.
No, I think he's going the wrong way. I think the stones were the other way. The jerk was the other way, I think.
Oh, I thought it was directly south of Sharlock, so I thought he was headed the right way here, right past Rimmildar.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way. I could be wrong, though. It's been a long time since we've seen Sharlock. It's been a long time since we've seen anything south of Canta Joe.
Yeah, Noob Tree. We have Metal Slime with the Wombo Combo Light. They have Sleep and the regular Dragon Breath, so not a major threat to our runners at this point. And Archfield about 400 experience points from getting himself to that hurt more level. And there on your screen, you can see about half of the Jerk Cave. While Will is about 1500 XP from his level 16, and we'll see what our next strength gain is.
Yeah, now, if Archfiend can make up the experience deficit in the time it takes Will to get the drop and head into Sharlock. But he's got a big deficit to cover at this point. And he's going to go in right away. He's going for a sword right now. I like this play. You're already here. You might as well go for it.
Yeah, there's a little over 3,000 experience gap for Archfield to make up, and Will is just going to extend that lead with the find of Hurtmore so much earlier. So I'm questioning it, but it's all going to depend on when do we get the strength. Do we have to go to 17, 18, 19? Is this just going to be a ludicrous grind to 20 or 21?
But Archfield should be fighting. But Archfield should be fighting on the way down. If he doesn't fight, he's just about wasting the dive here. He's doing it in the dark.
Yeah, we have to remember, we do know that there are a couple very dangerous enemies in here. We've seen the wizards with Dragon Lord Breath. We know that the AKs and the red dragons are just their normal selves, which they'll just never let you go.
His agility is low. He's only at 75 agility, so he's probably less than a coin flip to run away from any of those enemies.
Yeah, for red dragons, I believe the coin flip spot is 90 agility, so definitely Archfield is going to be worse than a coin flip to get away from several enemies in here. Alright, this should be our last Axe Knight for Will to hit that level 16. Get your guesses in for what our strength is going to be. Oh, one strength, so we are going on, folks. Goodness gracious. This seed is tighter than letting go of strength and Scrooge McDuck letting go of gold coins.
Well, while we're in a bit of a holding pattern here with grinds and stuff, folks, remember to give these runners a follow, WillWagnerMusic and ArchfieldMonk, as they are going through one trolley seed here, trying to put on a show. And let's not forget our tracker, slash restreamer, slash Sparkoverbridge, slash probably 500,000 other nicknames, Sparkover, doing double duty as our tracker and restreamer, as well as my commentary partner who joined me in the booth. I'm very thankful for that, Hyro. Thank you very much, sir. It's always been a pleasure to work with you.
Always a pleasure to jump in a race with you, Hangry. Just lots of randomizers all the way around for us.
Yeah, it's all good. I gotta win my week 5, though. I'm 2-2. It's kind of scary. I might see one of these guys.
There's Archfield with one good piece of news.
Yeah, he's gonna get his hurt more finally. And he's putting it to use right away. So what are you guessing here? You're thinking it's gonna be 19, 18? What do you think, Hi?
Oh man, you're talking that we know where the sword is going to be. It's somewhere in Sharlock, so that helps some. The 9 strength we got at 15 is going to help a significant amount, but I still think we're going to have to go at least 2 more levels. I think we're going to have to go to 18, and we're all of a sudden going to see one of those 15 strength type gains that's going to put us right on the edge, and then we're going to have to see who's willing to risk it and who grinds to 19 for safety.
Yeah, at this point in time, though, you're thinking, oh, the strength, I'm in the middle of a grind. I mean, are you thinking your opponent's been there already? He's ahead of you? It's like, you know, you gotta pick your spot. I think if you're anywhere near sure you can make it, you have to go for it.
Well, Vrelis, that's not... We need 40 more AP, but we've got the HP to do the Death Necklace, and we know that the sword is going to be somewhere in Sharlock, which is an extra 12. So we're really more in the line of
20.
Knowledge-wise, about 110 AP. So somewhere in that 18 to 20 range should be enough more.
Yeah, 20. 18 would probably be right on the line with this magic level, with this MP. But at like 20 or 22, if you get a huge strength gain, I'd say you'd be in great shape then. But I mean, who knows? By the time you get that much strength, you could have 120 MP. You could almost do it with 125 strength, right? It all depends on how your levels go and how you feel comfortable diving down.
Yeah, I also have to feel that now that we're just a few seconds from crossing the 2-hour mark, these runners are going to feel like they could be possibly behind, depending on when they feel like the other runner was likely to find some of our out-of-the-way locations here. So it's gonna become a major feel thing here right at the end.
And then there's always Sherlock RNG. I guess you could consider Sherlock like Topher. It's the great equalizer. But it's just on a smaller scale because you don't have some bum named Kraken hitting you for $2,000 a pop there. And yes, your black belt at level 42 will take a one-shot from Kraken.
Well, it's not my fault he's got 8 flipping tentacles to hit me with.
Especially when he fasts himself. Ooh, boy. Alright, folks, get your guesses out for what chest we have. I am going with the $300 chest. I think it's going to ring the bell. What are you saying, Hi?
Oh, I gotta go for the judges table. We gotta go for the full troll here. It's up vanilla. It's hidden on the other floor.
Well, to be honest, nothing else has been easy for them, so that could be, it could be very well correct.
And the $300 chest is the winner.
I am the winner. I have won another round of commentating. Looks like Will got 17 and is grinding still, so he couldn't have got the strength he needed. I didn't see the level. We'll see when our tracker switches it over to 17.
Yep, we have 58 strength at 16, and Will has just gotten to 17, so we'll take a look.
Mrs. Tracker. Q, yeah. Arch has no chance of taking out the Dragon Lord. I think he's just gonna check the trap tile though. But if it is an Axe Knight, he could probably do a touch of grinding, but other than that, I think he's just gonna take the Death Orb very soon. Yeah, that strength gain sucked. But look at that hit points now. Look at that magic points. Look at the defense. I mean, if you do a little math here, you're better at math than I am, Hyro. But he's got what? 120 would be what? 15 heal more. So he's got 14 heal mores to work with. Yeah, you're still going to need at least another 15 to 20 strength to pull this off.
Yeah, he's got 14 heal mores, but only by 1 MP. We'd have 105 attack power with Erdrick's Sword, 115 if we equip the Death Necklace, which would give us the ability to do, what, 3 to 7? So, yeah, there's no way we're doing this without at least another 10. If we got about 10 more, I think it would be doable since we added an extra couple of heal mores, but that would be basically bare minimum.
Hitting Dragon Lord 2 with a hurt mar is like shooting a bullet through a shot glass while you're riding a horse up a mountain blindfolded.
Unless, of course, you are good enough to manipulate it and just force it to hit, but I don't think we're going to be attempting to figure that out in the randomizer.
Although, yeah, Bri did get one off earlier, I gotta say. Looks like we have a Stoneman on the trap tile, but Arch just did not have the resources, so pretty sure Arch is going to head back to Hawksness and start his Axe Knight grind.
Stonemen on that trap tile is actually not a terrible thing, because as we saw earlier from the Stonemen, they have a proclivity for the hurt spell, so not as dangerous as they would normally be, but still a bundle of HP to dig your way through, so that's always fun.
Yeah, it'd definitely be a longer grind than the Axe Knights are, especially if it hurt more. So it looks like both of our runners are going to be... but Archfield has a wallop of experience to make up here.
Yeah, basically a 6,000 experience deficit here to make up. This is going to take some serious Sharlock RNG.
Yeah, because Will still has to go to the Jerk Cave, but as we know, the Jerk Cave is just out of Sharlock, so I mean... I can't see Archfield making up 6 grand worth of experience by the time he gets to Jerk and gets to Sharlock. And plus, we don't even know if 18 is going to be enough. We might be going to 19 at this rate.
Question from chat. Does the Erdrick Sword make up any difference? With the Find of the Hurt More spell at 14, enabling the grind, it really doesn't, because Will is going to be able to get it with about 30 seconds of deviation into the Sharlock Treasury. If it had been Judge's Table, that knowledge might have been worth a few minutes, but I think right now the experience gap is just so large that this is going to be a rough comeback without at least 1 and possibly 2 failed Sharlock dives here on Will's side.
Yeah, most definitely. And if 18 actually gives him enough strength to go, it's pretty much over, I would say. Unless, like you said, maybe 1 or 2 wipes at the Dragon Lord. But no, this is Will's to lose at this point in time. Yeah, unless he mismenus. That's happened.
That's always a possibility, but I as a commentator, I don't like to bring it up because I don't want to curse somebody into a mismenu.
Oh, well, you better use another heal more. Or hurt more. That Axe Knight seems to be healing twice in a row. Alright, this Axe Knight should... What is it? 14.25?
Yeah, 14,250. So this should be the level right here. 12,000, 14,250, and then 16 and change, I believe, for 19.
So we're looking for about 15 strength here. 15 or more.
Another troll one. Holy cow.
Well, that level sucked. On to 19 we go.
Well, Quoos, the Dragon Lord may not know Ultima, may not know Meteo, may not know Merton, but apparently he knows Sap, because our runners cannot get any strength. He has sapped the strength right out of them.
Yeah, this is definitely going another couple of levels. But now, Will's at 18. I mean, do you go a bit towards 19 and then dive and get the rest and hope for the best? Or do you wait here and do your dive here, or do your grind here till you know you're ready to go?
With these trolley strength gains, I think this just becomes a you grind until you know the death necklace and the sword are enough, because the grinding and diving, you could just get another 2 strength out of the next level, and then you've spent all that time fighting down through Sharlock and wasted so much valuable time versus the Hurtmore grind that's 15 steps from Tentagel Castle.
Yeah, we're in for a long grind, folks. Oh, it doesn't take long with that. Good thing these Axe Knights are here. Can you imagine if this was like red dragons or something?
Oh, goodness. And with how out of the way Swamp Cave was, yeah, that would have been yuck.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad now. You're level 18. 99 defense points. You're almost defense breaking everything down in Sharlock at this point in time.
Yeah, one more defense point and you're breaking everything except for golems, red dragons, and AK-47s, I believe.
Yeah, and those are really hard to defense break. I'm not sure what the defense you need would be to break everything.
Golem, I believe, is 120. Red Dragon is, I believe, the same. And AK-47s are, I think, either 106 or 108.
Yeah, no, you're not getting that far. You're bound to get some strength before you get that much agility. And the thing I love about it is, these are strength HP builds. So you think the strength would be, relatively good?
The scary part is, could you imagine it if it wasn't a strength build?
Yeah, your strength would be about 50 right now at level 18. You couldn't even kill the Dragon Lord if you put the Death Necklace on with the sword. Whether you had 1,000,000 HP or 1,000,000 MP, you still couldn't do it.
Oh, with 1,000,000 I could, because I'd eventually get 3 Hurtmores to land.
Or so you hope. Alright, we're back on the grind. But I mean, it's not going to take long. He's got tons of MP. He only needs, what, 16,000 change, so...
Yeah, he'll get 19 with this MP refill, and then we'll have to see where we go from there. Based on the last couple of levels, I'm going to go with 0 strength. Empty Eye loves it!
No, this is going to be big. You're going to see the strength just flood in like a man. This is going to be like, just inject with steroids and go.
Oh, this is going to be the plus 38 strength, so they end up with like 150 AP?
Yeah, it's just going to be something redonkulous. It's just a level 27 Dream Seed. Man, I hope not, Tarnax. This strength is actually worse than what I had in my seed. And mine was bad. Yeah, 6,000 point experience deficit, that's gonna be hard to make up. I have work as well, Q, so I don't mind sticking around till like 3-hour mark, but...
Well, Hangry, I think you have another race to come coming up here in a few minutes on another channel here, so we'll have to see if we've got you all set up or not.
No, I handed the reins off on that one. That's
you got that one handed off.
Smashy taking that one.
Oh, that's a good comm team for that one. Another good race going on this evening.
There's 19, and there's 10. We're getting there. Looks like this is... Oh, look at that hit point and magic point gain. I mean, you're going to get doubles with the Death Necklace now.
Wow, yeah, let's do the math on that one here. Okay, so that's 104 attack power, 116 if we find the sword, 126 if we equip the Death Necklace. So that's going to give us 6 to 13, and we have... Goodness gracious, what is that, 16 heal mores?
This is go mode.
Yeah, I think you've got to be going here.
I don't know why he's grinding for 20. I mean, with that much HP, you put the Death Necklace on, you're still getting doubles. You got MP till the cows come home.
Yeah, 16 heal mores, 121 HP, and you're doing 6 to 13. I think this is a no-brainer dive.
Yeah, I think this is enough. But he's gonna go to 20. And we'll see what he gets. What is 20? I don't think I've seen 20 in a rando race in a long time.
Goodness, I'm not even sure. It's probably, let's see, 14, 2, 16, probably right around 20.
Yeah, 19.5 according to Zarnax. Yeah,
I think the furthest I've ever had to
level.
go is 19.
Yeah, I think he should be going by now. I mean, with that hit point and magic point, I mean, it more than makes up for the 2 or 3 strength points you're looking for at this point.
Yeah, I think 6 to 13 is low. It is going to be a rough fight, but I don't foresee a way where it makes sense.
Looks like he's going to refill, or he's going to get the rainbow drop at this point in time, I believe.
Okay, Vrelis, I am not sure where you're getting the 4 to 8 damage range there. They've got the gear and with the sword knowledge to get them up to 6 to 13.
I've seen a 20. I've never seen a 20. Now, I don't know, is Will gonna dive and get 20 on the way down? He's going in for the sword right now, and he's going in on no resources, so I don't like this. This is dangerous.
Yeah, did he remember that he didn't refill his MP? This seems strange. Or maybe he's going to go back to Rimmildar and just drop the inn real quick and then go back in.
And here we go, 102 agility, and you still can't run from the fun police. That is amazing.
Yes, Fury.
Hence, the agility is a lie.
Yeah, Fury, Will has opened every single chest. Archfield backtracked to open the bottom later. Will opened it up earlier on. So Will is in full know that the sword is in Sherlock.
No, yeah, look at that hit point, 162. Wow, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Will's definitely diving. I think he might fight on the way down. Maybe try to get 20. Or he might have crunched some numbers while he was grinding and said, well, 19's enough.
This has the look of a grind on the way down. He's taking the red D.
Yeah, but this is... But I mean, he's got heal mores to burn. He can at least probably afford to lose 1 or 2. But I still don't like the fact of fighting the red dragons, because your attack power still sucks right now. If you're gonna dive like this, you'd almost want to throw the death necklace on. Because you know you're not coming back up. Unless he's just going for the sword and then coming back. But if you're going down with intentions of killing the Dragon Lord while grinding, you might as well just throw the death necklace on right now.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why of all the monsters you would choose, you try to take out the red D. It's the second or third highest HP in the entire game behind, I think, Golems and Stone Men. And it's the highest defense power with its high agility. It just... I think you're better off taking the blue Ds and the Axe Knights and the Stone Men on the way down with the knowledge that we have and not dealing with something like the red Ds.
Yeah, plus you're damage breaking all those other enemies, so it's not like they're gonna hit you.
Exactly, that 101 defense power is huge.
That Radiant's gonna waste another heal more on him.
Yeah, so that puts us down to 14. 88, 96, 104, 112. Yeah, we're down to 14 heal mores now. This is getting dicier as we go. I don't love this.
Unless level 20 gives, like, 20 strength and just... it's game on.
Yeah, this almost has to be an I haven't seen any strength, so it has to be coming in a clump dive and just praying to end up with, like, a plus 20 strength gain at the end.
But then again, he's going to get to the bottom, and he might be betting on that trap tile being something he can beat. Now that he's got this high defense, and we know it's a Stone Man. So he should be able to cut through Stone Man, because he is defense breaking them. So this might have been his plan. We'll have to see.
Yeah, with only three normal enemies left in the game that he does not... Oh,
there
and there's...
it is.
Wow.
Yeah,
he
he's
puts
definitely
on the
in
death
it.
necklace early.
Yeah, he's in it to win it. Yeah, this is his final dive right here.
I admit, that makes very little sense to me to have not either put it on at the beginning of the dive or to have waited for the Dragon Lord. I don't understand the purpose of putting it on halfway through the castle.
Maybe he figured now that his MP is down, he's going to bank on level 20, giving him the strength he needs. Because if he gets anywhere near, if he gets 5, if he gets 6 strength or more in this next level, this is a lock with 118 MP. It's like a 100% chance, unless he mismenus.
Yeah, because you'd be up to 8 to 16 at that point with the sword. So yeah, it would be a huge boon at that point.
So if he gets 20 and he gets a strength gain, he's good. But if he gets no strength, then it's in the gray area. Meanwhile, Archfield's still doing his grind. He's level 17 now, so he's making up the deficit. But I think it's going to be too little too late on his side.
Yeah, he's made up about 2,000 of that XP during this dive, so he is coming back nicely. With that Stones of Sunlight cave where he got the red D kill, a screen from the Stones cave twice, I think that just cost him so much time where it was the opposing continent. It just crushed him time-wise.
Yeah, definitely taking to death when you were 10 steps away from the cave. Yeah, that didn't help his cause any for sure. Alright, it looks like the last match of the evening is probably underway. And after that match, folks, there will be the reveal for Week 5. So all the 2 and 2s are going to be holding their breath on that one to see who they get.
Oh, and there's the pause from Archfield as he sees the one strength at level 18 where you can just feel the revulsion flowing off him. It's like, no, it can't be.
He is breaking Axe Knight, so the Axe Knight probably can't even kill him at this point.
Yeah, the only way the Axe Knight kills him is when it throws a hurt more at him. That's basically all that it comes down to.
Yeah, and Will's almost at level 20. I'm fairly certain level 20 is going to give us the goods. I don't know what happened between a Ouija V and Amazing Toaster. I don't know if we've gotten a ruling on that yet. I don't know if our Wondrous Tracker / admin has heard anything or anybody in chat.
Yes, to update our audience, in the race that took place prior to this one, we had a race that ended with a 4-second time difference for the done. So they are double checking the times and verifying things.
Alright, so now we have... Oh, he's one enemy away, but he runs from the werewolf. And this is going to be the first time I've seen level 20 in a race, folks.
Here we go. Drum roll, please.
Game over.
And that's going to do it. 7 power is going to push us over the edge. The Death Necklace, the sword, and level 20 was the answer.
Yep, this is 100%. This is pretty well a lock, unless he missed menus. Yes, Q, you did call it. 20 was the level. Good job, my friend.
And with 6 spare MP, the Stone Man is put to sleep. And Will is swinging away.
Yep, and all that's left now is to kill the Dragon Lord. Or become a fool. Whatever you want to do. Alright, here we go. Hold B to win.
Will has become a fool and will now kill the Dragon Lord to prove that the Dragon Lord was a liar.
Defense breaking Dragon Lord won. Ah, the perfect round of it too.
Wow, a swing and a stop spell. That's about as good as it gets.
Now, if he doesn't get a back attack here, he's pretty well going to get a 2-shot. Here comes the double. Maybe even a triple if the Dragon Lord attacks again. And there's your triple.
The opening triple wearing the Death Necklace. Wow, is all I have to say to that.
So he has now about 180% chance to win this match. He could min-roll the rest of the way and still win. He could even throw out some Swagmores if he wanted to.
We do have that possibility. We have seen a Swagmore kill during these Swiss rounds, courtesy of one Mr. Holmes.
There's his second double. He's already up at 85. And he's still got 84 MP. Like, this is not even fair for the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a very good shot we'll see one attempt at the Swagmore here.
And meanwhile, Archfiend is level 18. Still doing his grind. Hoping for something big. We all know he's not going to get it on 19, but... Oh, and here's another double. So let's see if he tries a Swagmore, or if he's just going to finish it off. Although he's got to feel like he's behind. So I don't know if we'll see a Swagmore this time. Especially with the race, this could cost him his tournament life. But there it is, folks. Get your GGs out in chat. WillWagnerMusic will be moving on to the brackets, while Archfield will have to fight his way into the brackets next week.
Yep, those 2-2 races are going to be gut-wrenching for some of our racers this year. That is a stacked lineup at 2-2, and some of them are not going to have the luck to get through.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be the free win for whoever. Looks like Archfiend is going to try it on 19. Can't say I blame him. He's got nothing to lose now. See if we can get Will in here for an interview.
This looks like he's going to try it at the 6-13 attack range. We'll have to see if that math does work out or if 20 was required.
JJ Smith. Yeah, somebody probably will. But I know it won't be Demarine because I already faced her. So I can't get her again. So I'm lucky there. That's one of the top-notch runners I don't have to face.
All right, Archfield looks like he is attempting Sharlock in the dock. Definitely a high skill cap on the Dark Sharlock dive here. Got to know that map real well to get through that. Lots of twists and turns.
And GG Will Wagner, what'd you think of that little bit of a slog there?
I looked at my strength twice when I got to level 14 because I couldn't believe it was 94 with the flame sword. So I did a double take. I looked at it in the throne room because every time I died, I looked at it just to check. And I noticed it wasn't changing. And I got really worried. I was like, am I not getting levels? Am I resetting the game? And I'm like, no, I'm still spamming hurt more. And I did that for a long time. And at 19, I was like, I think I can do it, but I'm going to use the rest of these hurt mores, get the level on the way, and hopefully the next level is going to be good. And eventually, I just used a death necklace in the dungeon.
Yeah, we noticed that there. We did some little number crunch. At 19, you were possible to win. Because you were still going to be getting doubles, even with the death necklace, and you had lots of MP. But, I mean, 20 just brought it all home right there.
It was under 128. I thought if I had to spend any MP on the way down, that there was a chance that I had to burn heal mores on a red dragon because I had a little bit of evasion difficulty, and those were one of the only enemies I was damage breaking. But if I had to dive down and use some MP, and I ended up not doing it because the next level gain, which was I think 20, I think it gave me 7 power. That put me into a much better position to do some damage And I think at 126, my minimum roll wasn't very appealing. So I was like, I'll get the next level on the way. And luckily, I was damage breaking blue dragons and a lot of other enemies. I tested a red dragon on the way in and learned not to do that.
Yeah, we noticed that first red dragon you fought was like, yeah, this isn't going well.
All right.
It was not. And I'm tuned in now. Archfield looks like he's on the Dragon Lord walk.
Yep, he has made it to Dragon Lord's floor. He did a dive for the sword at 13, got 14 on the way down, and found his Hurtmore. So he had the sword and Hurtmore for his grind, but just couldn't make up the difference after he took 2 red dragon deaths less than a screen away from finding the Stones Cave. The Stones Cave just trolled Archfield tonight like nothing else.
Oh, I got lucky. When I went through the swamp cave, I got really nervous. I was going to die. I had low MP count, and I saw a cave in the corner, and I'm like, that would have ended my run, because I never would have went back through that swamp cave if I didn't catch it in the corner of my eye. And the same thing, I didn't notice Cantlin in my first trip when I got gold. I traveled south, and I found Rimmildar on that first dive south, and luckily it had the silver shield in it, and I survived long enough to get the flame sword, because without the flame sword I would have been done, and without the silver shield, due to low agility, I also would have gotten killed to a lot more of those mid-game creatures, rogue scorpions, wraith knights, and such.
Ooh, Archfield forgot to put on the death necklace, so trying to run for the Dragon Lord too, or the Dragon Lord, but the Dragon Lord gave him a little bit of trouble, but he did get away. But now he's going to have to burn a heal more. That's going to be bad.
Oh no, he burned a heal more rather than a couple of the herbs. Oof.
But I mean, I don't know, 153 HP, he's still going to be getting doubles. I mean, I still think this is rather a lock for him right now. I mean, something would really have to go wrong.
I had a question about putting on the death necklace in fight. I don't think it applies to that fight, but can't you put it on during the first fight and it applies to the next fight or something?
The way I understand it is, yes, you could put it on while fighting DL1 because it treats the 2 Dragon Lord fights as 2 separate encounters, so it would actually roll in and be effective between the 2 encounters.
That's definitely something to know. I think one of the things I wanted to test was checking the back of Tantagal early and seeing what was in the grave, and I got to those chests pretty quickly, and I was able to dupe some keys. I felt pretty good about myself, and then I just got crushed by all the enemies in there. I decided to get out.
Oh, he's getting some low rolls here. I still think he's going to be okay, but I don't know. He started out with 3 or 4 7s. There's another one.
Yeah, but there's a double. He got the double attack there, which is going to give him the double from 122. So that's going to help a lot there with the damage average.
Yeah, there's a 12. Now he's starting to swing big. Yeah, he's got this.
Yeah, I think 19 was the level where you weren't 100% to win, but it could be done. And 20 was the level that just went, yeah, this is free. Go ahead and knock him over like a feather.
Yeah, so what did you think of the start to this one? You guys didn't get any spells. All you had was heal and heal more for the longest time. And you really were stuck because you couldn't do much exploring. Because your strength sucked, so you couldn't kill anything.
As I mentioned, I found in the dungeon that there were metal slimes which seemed appealing but had Dragon Lord breath, and I don't think I was ever able to get them, so I ended up going north of the castle to the desert tiles and trying to avoid the Dragon Lord breath there, and after I got high enough levels there, I went to the west of the castle into the forest area to attack warlocks and skeletons, and I think I did pretty well in getting up the initial levels, but with that heal, it made it really difficult, and I was committed in the beginning of the game to get through the entire grave, and I did that. Didn't really find much, but I found that there was a gold grind opportunity, so when I was able to, I finally ground up that gold and saved the game and went on my expedition to help with some pretty lackluster early levels.
And hello, Kyodoshin. Welcome to chat. Welcome to Dragon Warrior Randomizer. And there it is, folks. Archfield has taken down the Dragon Lord. Get your GGs out in chat for a well-run race.
And with the doubles, he did have 2 heal mores to spare. I was not sure he was going to have that much spare MP there at the end, but did get good rolls, couple of good doubles, and takes down the Dragon Lord.
Archfield takes down the Dragon Lord with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 34 minutes, and 57 seconds.
That was a really, really long seed. It took a long time just with those low strength gains because you weren't able to get the mid to late game enemies until you were almost at hurt more. That's why I think I got hurt more at 14, and I ground maybe 10,000 plus experience without even considering it approaching Charlock.
Yep, the late hurt more in these strength gains made this a really rough seed for XP gains, but I think the early game move to the Warlocks and the Skeletons saved you a lot of hassle from avoiding the Dragon Lord breath that the Scorpions had, and the Stones of Sunlight Cave gave you go mode. So really good there for you, Will, and GG Archfield.
Thank you.
How'd you feel about that one? That was quite a slog to get through, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, but in a way that kind of, I don't know. I actually enjoyed that a lot. I would have enjoyed it a lot more had I not made several staggering errors, but we can get to that.
Well, I like that they let you stay alive. The most frustrating ones are the ones where they give you no ability to heal yourself. So the fact that they gave us heal more and then heal pretty early to save MP at least made it survivable, which makes it more like a puzzle. Sometimes it's just like getting bounced around by enemies who are too strong for you and you can't even heal yourself. But at least they gave us a little bit of cushioning before they put us down.
Yeah, GG, Will. That was, yeah, I'm right there with you. That's actually my favorite kind of seed, where you just have, there's a lot of different moving parts, and there's not, because like you said, the enemy set itself wasn't especially difficult. It was just that there were a lot of tricky kind of things to navigate.
Commentary had mentioned that the Stones of Sunlight Cave was a real difference because when I got through the Swamp Cave, I survived, I think, running from an Armored Knight and maybe even a Red Dragon, and they said you didn't twice, just a frame or two away from seeing that Stones of Sunlight Cave.
Yes, that was probably Colossal Error 1. I think I still had MP left at that point, and I probably should have healed. I was actually fighting a Red Dragon, and I had basically full MP, and I had enough left to take it out, but I kind of took a gamble on a swing when I was maybe 6 HP short of the Red Dragon's max at that point, and it killed me and sent me back, and then I ended up not going back there. I dove bottom to a grave first before I ended up seeing it, and it was basically as far away from everything as you could possibly get, so I'm not surprised to hear that's the case.
Yeah, also, Will did kind of get out to a better grind than you off the start, because he moved slightly west of the castle and he found Warlocks and Skeletons while you were still trying to take down the Scorpions and the Drakies and such, so yeah, he got a little bit of an advantage there as well.
Yeah, that makes sense too. I think I'd seen them there and I thought about going back, but I was also, in the early game especially, I thought that was the same zone where there were several enemies that I didn't want to fight, so I probably just didn't explore that as thoroughly as I needed.
It was also tricky because right outside of Hawksness to the slight north and east were an enemy set that would put you down right away. So you had to be really careful on those desert tiles I found. Otherwise, you would get into either a Dragon Lord breath encounter that you didn't want or an unrunnable encounter with like an Armored Knight.
Yeah, I think the only reason it was close at all is that based on your grind then, is that because the first time I fought a Scorpion, it killed me, DL2 breathed me and killed me immediately, and then I was run blocked by one a couple times and it cast Stop Spell twice, and I was like, you know what, this is probably 25% I can stay and fight these. It wasn't optimal, and it sounds like your grind ended up being much better, but I guess it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, also, you got the Hawksness first for the armor, Arch, but you seemed to heal from the Axe Knight, and at the time you had no Stop Spell, no Hurt More, so it took you, that heal was 25% chance. Archfield did not see that when he fought the Axe Knight at that time for the armor.
Well, no, Arch saw it, I think. Did it cast it 5 or 6 times for you, Arch, during your fight to search the search spot?
It was. I wish I was counting. It was probably 5 or 6, and by the 4th time, I was absolutely convinced that the search tile was the fairy flute, and of course it was. So.
Yeah, Will, I don't think you saw it until you started trying to hurt more them, and then he used it on you occasionally during the hurt mores.
Possibly. I know that in transit I tried to fight an Axe Knight and was disappointed, but I don't think I found out until I was attacking them regularly, which would have been at Hawksness around like level 13.
Yep. So...
Yeah, there was another, the princess, the swamp spike tile was basically the same thing. I think it healed 3 times during that fight, and I only barely had enough resources to get past.
And that one I think I criticaled.
I did eventually land a crit on the Hawksness one, or else I don't know how long that fight would have gone on.
Alright, no, you guys, GG to Bodius, you raced one heck of a match. It was a tricky seed to navigate, but you guys did well. Any final thoughts from our winner tonight, Will?
Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I know that we're gonna do our final rolls, and I feel like doing something interesting in week 5. I think everybody's getting the itch after 4 weeks of relatively tame seeds. So if I get a draw tonight that wants to do something a little interesting, I'm down for it. And thank you to the commentary team, restreamers, and the trackers. Tournament's been awesome. Everyone's been able to get so many races restreamed, and you guys really go above and beyond.
Alright, if I meet you in the next week, Will, we'll do something funky, guaranteed. Archfield, you got anything to say before we take this out, buddy?
Not really. I just second what Will said. Thanks everybody for pitching in on this one. Really appreciate it. And just GG to Will again. That was quite a seed, but I hope everybody enjoyed it.
I do have one request, and I don't know if it's too far outside the box. I don't know if Rye Guy is 4-0 or 3-1, but if by some chance I get Rye Guy, I know that he's a big Dragon Warrior 4 randomizer. And is it crazy to ask, maybe if it's me and him, we could do one time a Dragon Warrior 4 first 4 chapters run, which is about the same length, maybe an hour and a half, a little bit less. Something like that. Is that even possible on the table? I don't know. If it gets that draw, we'll find out.
That would have to go through the admins. I can't see it, though. It's Dragon
Probably
Warrior,
not.
so they probably don't want to go too far off track. But before I take us out, Hyro, you have anything to say, buddy?
I'd just like to thank Randomania 2 for having us on again this evening. We had a great race between Will Wagner, who qualified for the bracket stage, and Archfield, who will have one last chance in week 5, and we'll find out who he is racing against later tonight on Randomania.
And of course, I'm in for Big Swamp if it's you versus me.
Alright, so for our tracker / streamer spark over WillWagnerMusic, ArchfieldMonk, our runners, my co-commentary, highrofellos. I am the Hangry Canuck, and I hope you guys enjoyed this match tonight. We will be kicking this over to Randomania, where we have the final match of the week with Tyrannex versus, I can't remember the name now. But either way, here we go. Have a great evening.